nervous on the surface, I look fine.
Alright, what's going on guys? Brandon Hyden here. Hope you're having a great day. It is the 22nd of November and today is day 2 of feeling like crap. Yesterday I woke up and this illness just like came over me. I feel like everyone in Canada right now is getting it because everyone we're speaking to is like, oh, I was ill too, I was ill then. Like I feel like I'm getting ill now. And I feel like we have got the worst of it. Well, the worst of it was yesterday. We're feeling a little bit better today. So I'm gonna try my best and hold myself accountable to the goals that we want to achieve and the things that we know we need to do, because I could very easily stay in bed, feel under the weather, watch anime all day, work from my laptop, order food in. But you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to try our best to train today, not at Pure Muscle and Fitness because we don't want to make anybody else ill. But there's a gym downstairs. It's like a private gym that nobody in this apartment complex uses because every time we've been in there, like no one's in there at all. And we could probably hit some shoulders and arms at least today. How are you feeling today?
A little bit better. We spent all day in bed yesterday. Well, at least I did. I slept for 5 hours during the day yesterday and I think it was very necessary.
I'm not the kind of person that likes to stay in bed and do nothing all day. I felt so lazy, but to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Like we watched movies in bed, we had nap after nap, we had some snacks. Like I woke up today and I felt like my face was a little bit puffy and I looked tired as hell because of how much we did sleep. But we had some pizza, we had some soup, we had medication, we had all the things that we needed to have. And me and Geordie spent the entire day together pretty much in bed. So honestly, it was quite lovely. Now today we started it off with necking a monster because it's pretty much the only thing that's going to get me out of the eternal nap mindset. Bed sheets and everything are in the wash just in case it's going to like obviously maintain the illness. And this is some of the stuff we picked up to get rid of the illness as quick as possible. We've got D3, some vitamin C, Advil for the headaches, we've got some Buckleys to get over the cold, Dayquil and even NyQuil. Now if I wasn't enhanced enough already, now I'm enhanced with all the antibodies that my body can physically produce to get over this illness. I'm about 75% today. Yesterday was like minus 20%, but today is a much better day. So we're gonna head out right now. We need to go to the store. We need to get a package from Geordie's mom's place, which is some samples of mine. We need to get back in time to be able to use the gym downstairs because I think it has a shutting time where like the people in the building can't use it. But before we head out, we need to make a bowl of oats to make sure that we're on the meals for the day. Oh, 130. We've got 1 scoop of huge whey. And considering we have a lot more macros to play with now, we can combine Biscoff and peanut butter, and these together make oats freaking amazing. I do have a new plan from Callum to actually start when I get better. We now have about 8 to 10. We don't know the exact date that prep is going to begin, but what we do know is we need to optimize the time that we do have over the next like at least 2 months to grow as much as possible. So we're probably going to have lost a few pounds over the course of not being very well because it literally hurts to eat food. Like my throat is so like raspy, and like when I eat food that's hard to eat, it feels like it's like scratching. So hopefully we can make up for it when we do feel better. But eating things like oats, they're super smooth, they're super creamy, and it definitely makes getting calories a little bit easier. What's your first meal of the day?
Just some chicken bone broth.
One thing that's awesome about where we're staying right now is there's like underground parking. So where we park our car, because the weather's getting really bad now, it's going to start snowing soon, it's raining literally every single day. The new car is kept nice and dry under this building. And there she is, looking beautiful, looking fine. She got a nice ass. But today we are merely a passenger. I've come to the conclusion blue inside with the colors and everything is by far the best because it's the most ambient. Like it literally looks like the whole front of the car is blue. We tried pink obviously for Geordie, we tried red, that looks pretty cool, but the blue, it just pops so much more. I'll show you at night time what it actually looks like. In the daylight you can't really see it that much.
But I think I'll be alright, cause I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time.
So first on the list is this place called Farm Boy for 2 things and 2 things only: cheese bagels and turkey burgers, because they have by far the best turkey burgers that I've ever tasted in my life. How are you doing? Let's go. We just got back to Linda's. She is out right now, but we've got a package at the front that I'm very, very excited to show you because it's something that is dropping with Hardbody. It's currently on the website for pre-release. It's the Take Flight Season 2 drop, but it's actually accessible on the 7th of December, like properly. We wanted to do a pre-order because the anime drop is sold out twice now, and we didn't want the same thing to happen, so anyone that really wanted to get their hands on it could pre-order it. But later on in this video or the next video, you'll see exactly what the Take Flight drop actually contains. It's a pretty hefty package, and the reason it's pretty hefty is because we have an extra large and a medium in everything from the drop. This is so we can do shoots, take pictures, get videos, get reels, all the stuff that we need for the website, because the only thing we have on the website right now is Photoshop flat lays, but no one actually wearing it or like able to put like real life pictures in a banner. So we need to unbox it, we need to get a studio and get everything we need for the 7th of December. Also, update on the new kitten. Rascal is absolutely massive now. Literally 3 months old. He's made more gains than I've made in my entire life. Like, this is my hand and he used to like fit in my hand. I want what he's been taking. Maybe I just need to start eating catnip. Alright, so even that box of stuff right there is quite heavy, especially considering the fact it's just t-shirts, joggers and hoodies. But for the joggers and hoodies, we used a really heavyweight terry material because I wanted the quality of them to be as good as it could possibly be. The shipping from where it's made to the warehouse in London was quite expensive. Even to send that to Canada was quite expensive, but it's exactly what I want it to be. And I know that you guys are gonna absolutely love it when you get it. Alright, so we just got back to the place. We've ran the errands that we needed to run. Now we're gonna use the cheese bagels that we picked up and the turkey burgers and make some pretty sweet sandwiches. And there we have it. The turkey cheese bagels are complete, and the macros on these are actually pretty incredible for how satiating they are. For 2 cheese bagels and 3 turkey burgers, we have 89 grams of carbs, 22 grams of fat. You can use obviously like 2 patties and it's going to be considerably less fat, but the cheese bagels are pretty big, so I like to have protein throughout the entire, like in every single bite. And then the protein is very high at 81 grams, total calories 855. This is perfect for me considering I don't want to eat that much right now. Ideally right now, 4 meals, like 4.5 meals would be perfect, keeping me just above the 3,000 calorie mark, especially keeping me in a bit of a surplus while I'm ill is the most important thing for me right now. Fat is staying below 60 grams, so this is a decent chunk of my daily fat, but it's a really enjoyable meal that I absolutely love. I'm gonna absolutely demolish these right now, and then I got a mate coming around who's gonna give me a bit of a trim. The hair on the top is getting a little bit too long, and the sides, as you can tell, are seriously lacking a fade. So I'll catch you later when I've eaten these and I've had my haircut. All right, so my hair is now all cut. I just got out the shower, got all the hairs out of my ears and out of my eyes, all the little stragglers that typically just never seem to go away when you get your haircut. But we're all freshened up and we're about to dry and style my hair. Pretty happy with the fade as well, to be honest. Although honestly, I do feel like I'm getting worse as the day goes on. Getting a haircut definitely does help in making you feel a little bit more fresh. Now, to style the hair, we're gonna be using a total of 3 products. And the reason I'm showing you this is because Blue Man currently have a Black Friday sale that just started and is ending on the 27th of November. First off, we have the Coastal Salt Spray. Then we have the Ascend Volume Cream. This is essential. And then my absolute favorite, we have the Monarch Matte Paste right there. All of these combined allow me to style my hair the way I do every single day, keep it from harsh chemicals that are going to potentially damage my brand new hair transplant that I'm very happy about, and I would like to keep it fresh. Especially knowing the quality of ingredients they use to create these products, I do not have to worry about the health of my hair. But to start, we use the Coastal Salt Spray, and then I just rub it through my hair. At the same time, I apply the volume cream. Put this in my hair as well. That should be good. I'll only dry it now for about 20 seconds and then put the Monarch paste in and then dry it the rest. Now for the paste, usually I'll put no more than that much on my fingers. I'll then just massage it into my hands and spread it through the hair until it's fully coated, which is why it helps for your hair to be slightly more damp so the product spreads better. That's enough of that. Any excess to rub on the towel so my hairdryer doesn't get covered in product. Now we're gonna finish off the drying and then we should be set for the day. No, we are all fresh and ready for the day. I feel so much better now I've actually had a haircut, and I'm gonna tell you about the deals that Blue Man currently have on that end on the 27th. $20, you'll get 15% off. You spend $40, you'll get 25% off. $70, you'll get 30% off. And then $90 plus, you'll get 35% off, a free bag, and with every single bundle, you'll get a free mini with every single order. It's basically a fantastic way to trial out something that you might have wanted to before, but you don't know if it's gonna work for your hair, but you'll get the chance to with one of the minis. The Blue Man link is gonna be the first one down below. Please head over to the website, and if you do get something, let them know that I sent you. So considering we still have a few hours left of daylight and the gym downstairs isn't gonna close at least until like 6 or 7 o'clock. It's currently 3 p.m. So we're gonna head downstairs and do what we can for shoulders and a little bit of arms. I'm 50-50 on whether to train or not to train, but like, to be honest, I'd rather, like, I do, like, my body feels fine. I don't feel weak. I just like have a bit of a raspy throat and like a bit of cloudiness in the mind. I think I can still push for a session. My goals are still important to me. I have still had adequate food today. I'm gonna have a quick bowl of oats right now to be on 3 meals for the day before training, which I typically like to have a few meals in me before I am gonna train, and considering I'm not feeling the best, having some energy in me. God, my voice is fading. It's gonna be good, so I'm gonna smash some oats right now, head downstairs and do some shoulders.
Look in your eyes.
So here we have it, my third bowl of oats for the day. Apologies, my voice has gone. I don't know why, it's just like, it's deteriorated more and more throughout the day. So I'm gonna end this in the best way I can and just sort of talk about what's been on mind recently, especially over the past like day and a half of being ill and making sure that, you know, my mindset is in the position that it needs to be in to basically do what we need to do over the course of the next few months. The reason I'm eating oats again is because obviously my throat is not that good. And honestly, just having a bowl of protein, fats and carbs from powder, oats and peanut butter is honestly just like the easiest way to stay my macros, stay on track and make sure I'm always consuming and prioritizing what we need to do, which is eating food to grow. One thing I've realized over the course of being ill and not being able to train, when you're not allowed to do the one thing that you want to do, you realize sort of like how much you miss it and how much you really want to do it. Ever since stopping prep 5 or 6 weeks ago now, it's almost like I've lost a little bit of direction. It just feels like there was like a weird pause that I wasn't expecting, because obviously I amped myself up and I got myself so ready to like be on prep, and it was weird to me because I knew what I wanted to do and I knew what I had to do, but obviously then it all stopped. I was kind of just like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I know I need to eat, I know I need to like kind of reverse, I kind of want to stay lean, but I don't want to like blow up, I don't want to like do a rebound, which is why I've not got fat as hell and turned into a massive bag of milk straight away. I've tried to control it the best I can. The off season hasn't gone for this period like the way I really like wanted it to go, unfortunately. And it's because I was thinking like, you know, why did I even start prep? I could have just spent the entire time just like continuing to grow, continuing to eat high calories, continued to like push the anabolics the way I was, and just like stayed in like the surplus that I was. I've been a bit like, what am I doing? You know, when am I going to start prep? Through being ill, through like not feeling myself and stuff. I've kind of just been a bit like, the past few days I've been a bit lost, to be honest. And in, you know, being lost, it's kind of enabled me to take a step back and like reevaluate what's important to me and what my goals are, because there's a lot going on right now. Like there's stuff to do with Hardbody, there's stuff to do with business, there's stuff to do with bodybuilding. I don't want one of those things to take a back seat. I want to be able to find a way that I can manage both, so one doesn't have to suffer, because obviously I could, you know, work on Hardbody. I can do that 24/7. I can do that all the time, like a regular business owner, like someone that's really trying to grow a business, because that's like the most important thing to them. They have nothing else distracting them. Maybe I prioritize it less and I give 1000% to bodybuilding. And what does that look like? It looks like perfect sleep. It looks like perfect training, perfect recovery, perfect sessions, no distractions, never missing a meal, smashing my calories, smashing my macros every single day, no matter what. Making sure that I don't miss injections, making sure that I've got all the anabolics on hand that I need when I need them, making sure that I have a consistent routine, which isn't altered, which isn't like, there's nothing getting in the way of that. There's no random calls to have, there's no random meetings to have, there's no staying awake until 3-4 in the morning speaking to suppliers to get products made. Obviously, you know, to be able to do everything, to be able to manage all the things, but giving everything 100%, it's going to take a bit more experience. I'm 26 and I've been doing Hardbody now for about 3 years, and as it grows, it needs me more. And as bodybuilding grows, it also needs me more, because to get a pro card, like, you need to put in a certain amount of work ethic to achieve a physique worthy of a pro card. But then to be a good pro, it requires even more effort. It requires even more development and even more time. I'm trying to navigate and figure out how to do both and how to, you know, figure it out. And sometimes it's confusing. Like I had a moment on the couch with Geordie about a week ago, like, I don't know if I can do this. I really don't know if I can manage everything, because it's like, granted, yes, bodybuilding is one thing, and then obviously managing Hardbody is another thing, but then it's keeping sponsors happy. There's making sure that I'm showing up for the responsibilities that I have. And the reason I push on and the reason I will continue on no matter what is because I respect it, because I'm super grateful for it, because I know it's the reason I get to live the life I have. So I feel obligated, and with obligation comes a certain amount of pressure, that even when you're not feeling well, like when I'm under the weather and I honestly feel like absolute shit, that I don't feel like I have the ability to even have a day off, because if I have one day off, then everything else falls back, and then the plan for the week falls back, and all these things sort of like get affected. And that's typically what happens. For example, if I want to have like a really productive day with bodybuilding, and then I have a call, and then I have a meeting, and then I have this and that and all these other things, then I have to get content for this, because we have a drop, we have a launch, I've got to book a shoot, and then I've missed a meal, I've missed 2 meals, my workout was pushed back, or maybe I didn't even train that day because I didn't have the ability to do it. I guess this is all part of growing up. I guess this is all part of becoming a man and becoming an adult, and, you know, doing the whole adulting thing and finding a way to manage everything. And I'm I'm finding it. Like, honestly, I'm getting much better at it. If I was to put my mind currently into my 21-year-old mind, I feel like it would implode. I feel like it would absolutely explode. I think it's because over the years, you become better at managing things, you become better at delegating tasks, you become better at, like, you know, making sure that you're showing up in the places that you need to. And by no means have I figured that out. Somebody might look at my life and be like, you know what, bro, you got a pro card, you're running Hardbody, everything's growing, everything's doing so good, and like, you must be so good. Like, you've just got a car, you've got a great girlfriend, like you move into a new place, Canada seems amazing, you're able to go back home and celebrate Christmas with your family. Like, what could possibly be wrong? What could you possibly be stressed about? And I realized that, which is why I think I'm able to stay grounded amongst all of it, which is why I'm able to do it, because I understand that things are good and there are so many things to be grateful for, and I am super blessed to have all these things. But also at the same time, I need to realize that, you know, regardless of what you are, regardless of who you are, if you're at the beginning of your journey or if you're at the end of your journey, like, you're going to experience a certain level of discomfort no matter what. If you're broke as hell and you can't eat, you can't afford to eat, and you can't afford to go to a gym, you can't afford your protein or your gym membership, you're going to feel a certain amount of stress and sorrow and sadness from that, you know, the weight of your life and all the things that you don't have. But then imagine if you're a trillionaire. Imagine if you're like at the top of the top and you've got money and you've got success that like some people can't even fathom, and you're scared of someone saying one wrong thing and your empire crashing down, having to be in a million places at once, people depending on you, people's wages. If your company doesn't succeed, they don't get paid, and then they hate on you, and then you've got all these souls, you've got all these people to look after, and it's all in your hands. Feeling like you don't have the privilege to sleep, feeling like you've got so much pressure on your shoulders because so many people are counting on you. You've got a family to look after, you've got mouths to feed, you've got all this stuff. Imagine you've got that much success. Imagine the weight of that. So you have weight when you have nothing, and you have weight when you have everything. So realistically, the reality is there's going to be pain everywhere. There's going to be discomfort everywhere. You just got to shut the fuck up and suck it up and do it anyway, because it's never going to get easier. It's going to be hard all the time. So, in conclusion, like I said, what are you laughing at?
Just
What?
nothing.
What I've realised from, you know, feeling under the weather and feeling ill and having a moment to just be like, you know what the hell are you going to do? I'm going to find a way. I'm going to bodybuild. I'm going to step on stage as a pro. I'm going to showcase a physique that is incredible. I'm going to make Hardbody absolutely massive. I'm going to eat my meals. I'm going to sleep when I can and try and get 6 to 7 hours every single day. And I'm going to show up. And that's it. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the fact that I have this channel and I'm able to share my thoughts, because it does help me categorize things that are in my mind. Growing up and figuring out who you're going to be in your life is not easy. I feel like it can be quite confusing, especially when things get maybe a bit more difficult. But there are sources of motivation, there are things that can keep you straight, there are people to lean on, there are avenues all around us of great inspiration, you know, motivation, things that can keep you on track. You just have to keep your mind open, you have to find them, and I hope this video could, you know, act as something like that for you, because all this is basically me speaking. You know, I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. I'm basically talking to myself and keeping myself straight, because, you know, sometimes you need to have a hard conversation with yourself to figure out what you really want. So if you enjoyed it, please drop a like, turn on post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps the channel grow. We just hit 930,000 subscribers, so we are 93% of the way to 1 million. I started posting shorts again. I couldn't hold back. I said I wasn't going to post any shorts, but to be honest, the long form videos are not getting the love that I would love them to get, but the shorts are popping off. So you know what? We're just going to do a bit of everything and see what works out the best. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.